cannot stress to you enough the importance of table selection in these games. If you're trying to maintain a high hourly, if you're not trying to waste your time, you have to be very picky of the games you're going to play in. So when you get to the casino, your name's on the list, they call your name, you grab your chips, you show up, you take a look at the table. There's a bunch of old guys on their phones, a bunch of people with backpacks, nobody's talking. Look in the middle, there's $6 in the pot, few hands go by. Your first open raise to $12 goes through, fold. They all fold. You got to run from that game. You got to get up and run. And you know what you do? You go to the floor, demand off that table. Before you even arrive, you should scope out all the games in the room. Okay? Don't be obvious about it. Don't be that guy hovering, looking up and over where everybody's looking at you like... But just take a quick look, see if there's a lot of grinders in the room, try to take a peek at what the games are that look worth playing versus the ones that look like dog shit. Okay? And if they send you to a table or they're about to send you a table that you're not feeling, you tell them to roll you over, call the next guy. If they say they're not going to do that, you gotta go into the sports book, take a seat and chill for a little while because you cannot play in a shit game. It's just not worth it. But Henry, I've been playing in this game for 2 hours, and I finally know how everybody plays. I think I can beat this game. Yeah, Jimmy, but it doesn't matter. There's $6 in the pot every hand. You're not going to make any money in this game. Why are you even wasting your time? Why are you wasting your finite amount of time and attention to focus on a shit game? I don't even bring my max focus until I'm in a game that I know is at least average, okay? Preferably above average. I mean, honestly, what we're looking for is juicy. That's what I'm going to get into now, okay? So what you're looking for is good games, juicy games. You know when you walk by the craps table and everybody's screaming and yelling and having a good time, you should be looking for something similar when you're about to hop into this poker game. You need people clapping, drinking, yelling at the dealer, a lot of money in the middle. That's the most important thing. There's got to be a ton of money going in every pot. Big stacks, money going in. Pots flying around, everybody feeling it. Not a lot of backpacks, preferably zero backpacks. People smiling, talking, having fun. And if you finally get a chance to get up and move into that game and you're the type of kid that shows up with a backpack and headphones, you know what you do? All right, you got to leave the headphones in the backpack at home, okay? Do not bring that shit in. It's a bad look. It's bad for the game. It's bad for the game all around. All right? So when you move into the juicy game, even if you're not a very talkative person, you got to talk. You got to make sure these guys know that this is a good game for them to play in too. You got to be having fun, show some bluffs, get some money, and you got to make sure the game remains juicy. Okay? One of my massive rules is show big bluffs, never show tight folds. Showing tight folds is so beyond bad for the game. I see it all the time. People tell me that people are making big folds against him. It's disgusting is what it is, okay? Bluffs, big bluffs, show them every time. Show them through. So now we're going to talk about the type of players that you're looking to play with, all right? There's two major types that I look for in any sort of poker game that I'm going to go sit and use my critical amount of time to sit down in. And those are juice heads and Santa Claus. And by juice head, I'm not talking about some roided out freak that can't handle his emotions, although those players are actually not bad to play with. And Santa Claus, I'm not talking about some fat guy with a big white beard, although at times they can also be very good to play with. A juice head is the type of player that just pours money into the pot all the time, okay? Juice heads are blind shoving $200, $500, $1,000 every single hand, making it $50 every hand pre-flop, playing every single hand. They don't fold. Their VPIP is like 80%, at least. Okay, that's a juice head. Juice head is the type of guy that's so wasted that his chips are rattled all over the place. He's not even coherent enough to stack his chips. He's got the dealer in the floor coming over every 2 minutes, yelling at him to stack his chips. Okay, that's a juice head. Juice head is a player who's lying over his chip stack, drooling. He's got a fat wad of cash hanging out of one pocket and pills hanging out of the other. Okay, that's a juice head. These are great players. These guys are fabulous. I look for these guys all the time. Love playing with juice heads. Juice head's the type of guy that shows up, tells him the game's about to get big, and he just starts shoving. Just starts shoving, okay? A guy, he's got a beautiful woman hanging behind him, and he's jamming in, big ego, a lot of money going in. That's a juice head, man. We love juice heads. Love them. Then there's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is next level. When you're in a game with a Santa Claus, say you're playing an 8-handed game, 7 of you guys all end the game up $1,000 and you're all shaking your hands. The Santa Claus is down $8,000 and he doesn't even care. Okay? He's still coming up, shaking your hand, telling you beautiful game played. I loved it. And you're giving him just as big of a hug. Thank you, sir. That game was fabulous. I love spending time with you. You are a great human. Santa Claus, they're in the giving mood. This is the type of guy where if you're in a big pot with him, he tells you to save $1 behind when you go all in just so he can fold to you on the river for that $1 bet. He doesn't care. A Santa Claus is the type of player that when he beats you in a big pot, he tries to give you back your starting amount. He's tipping the dealer $25, $50, $100 a hand. This is a Santa Claus. These guys are beautiful. They're beautiful souls, too. They're beautiful. I love the Santa Clauses so much. It doesn't even need to be Christmas time to play in these games with these Santa Claus. Okay? They come around every night. Every night. They do not care. But of course, you're not always going to find juice heads and Santa Claus in your games. But what you are going to find is a lot of idiots that don't really know how to play and a lot of guys that have to win. They get tilted if they're losing pots. And that's why I'm big on showing bluffs. You got to show bluffs. Get these guys tilted. Make sure the game is good. Bring some energy. You know? Get loud. Get excited. This shit is critical. This is how you keep a high hourly. Okay? You don't get a high hourly just by playing out of your mind every night. Yeah, you play good. You play very good every single night. But on top of that, you bring ridiculously good energy every time you play. And if you lose like a champion. You get up and you shake the guy's hand. If you've had a tough night, it doesn't matter. You don't get salty. You never get salty. You go and shake the guy's hand, give him a hug, tell him thank you so much for your time, sir. I really enjoyed the game tonight. You go out like a champion, man. That you got to make the losses don't even mean anything. Because in the long run, you're going to be a very profitable player. Juice heads, Santa Claus. So a synonym for Santa Claus is whale. Whale. Big fish, lot of money. They can't play. They play bad and they're willing to put a lot of money in the middle. Whale, Santa Claus, it's the same thing. Juice head and Santa Claus are similar as well. You need a couple of juicy players in your game. You at least need to have people willing to put money in. If you're playing this small pot poker, you're not going to make any money. So get off that table immediately. Table change, boom. Scope it out. I'm willing to move to 7, 13, 11, any of those. And then don't even play hands until they move you. Don't go in and play. Chill out. Go hang by the floor, man. Tip them a couple bucks when they move you, too. You got to do that. You got to tip. Tip these dealers a bit. Tip the floor, man. Just bring good energy. That's all I ask. So part of table selection, part of moving into the good game. You're not the type of guy that's moving into the good game with the hood up and the sunglasses, okay? Nobody likes that guy. Everybody hates that guy. I see some of these grinders in these games wearing the same shit every night. Same win poker hat, the same hoodie. That's scarcity thinking. You gotta wear anything, man. Dress like you're juicy. Wear your bling. You're playing cards, man. You only live once. Bring it. Pull out your best shirt, okay? Throw on a little neck piece. Throw on a watch, whatever. Some slacks. Be feeling good when you play and bring some energy. I understand for you young players out there, it's going to take some time before you can actually start doing everything I'm saying and being very comfortable in the game to get out of your comfort zone and bring energy and show big bluffs. But you're going to get there, and you're going to get there soon. And if you follow what I'm saying, you're going to get there very quick. Thank you guys so much for your time tonight. Please leave down in the comments anything else you think I should change. I know the lighting's still not great, but I'm trying to get better every video. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much.